Kamelo, 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 Kamelo. Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. Today's stream is going to be a little bit different. So, hope you don't mind some of the noises in the background. And yeah, let's get right into briefing. So we got only 10 minutes left till the event starts. And excuse me. Dear Lord. Right. So right before we get into the event, there is one screw up I've done. This stream is supposed to be on low latency, like ultra low latency. However, that's not the case, sadly. Primarily because I screwed up. I forgot to change it. I'm so sorry. I will try not to make that mistake again on the next WWDC. But yeah. But we're gonna have the timer right below me right here. This timer is going to show, this timer is going to be around for as long as it works. I've never really tested it, but yeah, it kind of works like that. Okay, so this timer will start going once Tim Cook opens his mouth and says, "Hi, welcome to Apple Park." This is when he says that, we're going to start the timer. And those who have not read the description, please read the description. TLDR, I'm not broadcasting the feed at all because of Apple's copyright. So this is going to be as a companion stream that you're going to need to pair with the main stream itself to be able to enjoy the stream. Hope you guys enjoy. Right. Meanwhile, let's have a little short chat until Apple starts their broadcast. Meanwhile, I'll add a new text, the disclaimer text. Let's see. Where is the disclaimer text that I can use? There we go. Then I add that. Then have it scrolling? How do I get it scrolling? Filters, scroll. Horizontal speed. I'm gonna try to sort out this. Oh shit. So I can't really limit the width. I have to actually put it like that. Then properties, background. 50% opacity, hopefully. That's it. Hopefully that in itself would be enough. Hello, you are welcome, welcome. I'm trying to understand how this works. the scrolling text. Because there's something definitely wrong with the scrolling text. I'm trying to figure out why the scrolling text is acting a little funny. So I'm trying to shorten as many of the text for the disclaimers I can. All right, I think I got the scrolling text working properly. There we go. There's currently 3 minutes left till Apple goes live, at least from my POV. I'm terribly sorry for those who wanted to watch this in real time with me. I'm gonna try to get the text a little further up so it's not as obnoxious. There we go. Right. Hopefully we can get Apple to go live. And you can synchronize your feed with you can synchronize your end with me. Oh fuck, I just got ear raped. Apple just gone live. Apple has just gone live. Right. Damn, their starting screens are interesting, I gotta be honest. If you wanna sync up with me, expect when Tim Cook opens his mouth. That's going to be our sync up point. There might be times that I might end up imitating him. You can use those as syncing points as well. Oh shit. My feed is... My feed froze for a second. Right, I'm trying to catch up with the live feed now. Hopefully it's on time. Hopefully it's on time. It's almost about time. It will. Alright. Come on, YouTube, you can do this. Load up. I'm gonna refresh real quick. It might actually go really off sync for myself. I hope not. I'm trying to speed up the live feed so I can get ahead. Oh, it has. I think it has begun because there's the subtitles now says music note. There it is. Oh wait, it is? Is it? I think it is. Oh, it has begun. We're heading to Apple Park. Oh shit. It froze for me again. Fuck. Please. Okay. Presumably this is actually live for me now. Right, getting the timer now. There it is. He has spoke. He said good morning. Of course it has to be iPad. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm surprised I have not really heard of that. You know, Porsche actually using it. Oh shoot, my feed froze again. Come on, YouTube, stop fucking me over. Okay, I'm refreshing. I'll find a spot to tell you where to resync. Oh damn, the MacBook Air. Maybe I could just turn on the desktop audio for a brief second so you can hear and sync up. Let me try that.
iPad.
There. see if it syncs up. If you're referring to the M2. We have some huge God damn it. Huge. Oh no, it's John Apple. Sorry. Actually, wait. Their version of John Doe is called John Appleseed. So, they have their own John now. Like a real John. Oh no, it's the Air. Okay. The Air is like a downgrade of the default iPad for me. I don't know. It felt weird. Okay, that I get it. Wait, is that... Why iMovie of all things? You have there's Final Cut on iPad. Come on. Yeah, they always call it the new iPad Air. They stopped calling it by generations at some point. It's starting to become really confusing. Really confusing. Even now, I'm actually just as confused right now. Right, those who are looking to sync up, I'm gonna briefly unmute.
A redesigned 11-inch Air?
There you go. Sorry. Those who have known V Shoujo, you might wonder. Yup, my brain has went that way. Larger display always better. The sad part, however, is whether it will fit your bag. But... Oh... That's like 2-inch larger, that's all there is to it. Okay, yeah, they use percentage. Because it makes more sense that way. I mean... Okay. What displays do you have? Come on, any mentions about the display technology? Center stage is more or less the same. Problem, however, is will it get your hands? I mean, you're clearly showing someone who's speaking in ASL, so... My worries would be, will it be able to... Too bad this man's got L-Riz. I'm sorry. Okay, very flushed out, but it gives out that lightweight minimalized visual. So I kind of like that color. It's not too sharp, so color-wise it's fine. Oh, the base M2. Okay. They're moving away from A series and going straight to the M's. Alright. Come on. You're comparing to the past. You could say the same for the MacBook. Oh, here they are, comparing to the past, the deep past as well. Is that Z? It's the ZZ! Yo, you've just exposed the game! Yo! Oh, neural engine. Yep. Repeating everything that has been said on the iPhone when Neural Engine was introduced. Oh well. Is it not the same? Okay. The hover should have existed long ago, honestly. Touch ID, Wi-Fi 6E. 6E though. It's not as future-proof as I think it would be. Yeah, Wi-Fi 6E is not as future-proof as I think it is. I really think they should have picked up Wi-Fi 7 really, but I guess they're saving it for the iPhone 16 or something. They should have done that from the get-go. 1 terabyte for the budget variants. Oh god, that price. Dear Lord. I'm sorry, I'm coming from a place where cost of living is insane. So I don't think I'll be able to even pick up the iPad Air to begin with. All right, let's see what they got for the Pro. Show us what you got. Stretch your muscles. Hopefully be M3. I don't know. Hopefully M3 Ultra, but I don't think it'll be M3 Ultra. That's a stretch. At least the M3. Don't fuck us over. M3, bring up the M3. Oh, I have not heard SketchUp for a long time. Holy. How? Because the more you do it, the more you're blurring the lines of what makes an iPad and what makes a MacBook. With the only defining factor being the touchscreen and the operating system. Oh, that would be something Richard Sales would be satisfied with. What the fuck? No, Beethoven! No, my man! No, the CRT! Think about the retro! I guess we're saying... Oh no, you did not just do that. You did not just do us dirty with the flush face. No. Apple, You're thinking about something, aren't you? What are you gonna do with it, huh? I'm calling the shots. iPad Ben Gate when. I really think they should stop thinning out the iPad. They should just keep the thickness factor the way it is. Oh, 11-inch, okay. Expensive. What? Thanks for bringing up the Nano. Nano. Okay, but only 2 grade. Give it some personality! Ah, dang it, Apple. It's only white. It's only Graysland. Okay, what you got? What you got for display? Well, about time. You've done mini. Expensive. So you have an OLED backlight, yes? Oh. iPad Pro needs more color. Yeah, I know, right? They should have. This is batshit bland. Who's the designer behind that? Bring in something else, like I don't know, like forest green or something. Like a little bit of that green from the iPhone 15 would have helped. Come on. You gave so much color to the display, but you forgot to give any to the body. I'm all in for the OLED panel, but the burn-ins might be concerning in my opinion. The colors are great, but the burn-ins are still a little bit concerning, especially how they're stacking OLED. They're stacking 2 pieces of OLEDs. So my worries is, will the burn-in end up happening on the glass above those OLED panels? Because they're trying to achieve insane brightness, 1600 nits. You're hearing that on a tablet. So my biggest worries right now is, have they solved the burn-in issue with this? Or are they just going to let the lab rats, aka the first batch customers, suffer from it? They kept saying thinner and lighter. Where's the durability? Because, like I said earlier, I'm calling the shots. It's either bend gate, screen gate, or some other kind of gate. There's at least one gate from this very iPad, I can tell. Oh, they're doing that. Yep, they're doing exactly what the studio screen does. Which, I don't know, there's a lot of question. Oh hey, questionably. It's quite questionable. Come on, M3. Give me it, M3. Yeah? M4? No fucking way! They literally jumped! Okay. Give the specs now! Speak! Oh my god, another Tim. There's 2 Johns, there's 2 Tims. No, I'm so sorry. Ah. Okay. Ooh, 3 nanometer. It is efficient. However, how's the yield? I mean, you're stressing out TSMC, right? Honestly. I'm worried about TSMC more than you are. Okay. I wouldn't expect you to tell me the clock speed, Tim. But I expect you to tell me the amount of cores. My estimations is that 4P and 6E. 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 4 If you're referring to per core, then maybe. 10 core GPU, okay. But I expect per core performance to be better by many. Fly. But in comparison to the M3, it's likely to be just 20% more most of the time. Performance per what? Which is probably a quarter more efficient than the M3. You better compare this to the Intel 3-digit Ultra. The Ultra 7. Come on. You bring the chart. Come on. Don't be shy. How many cores in this? How many cores are there? There were 16 in the A15. Or the A16, I forgot which one it was. A15, I think. There were 16 in A15, so still 16 core. Damn it. Okay. Well then, faster and more efficient. Okay. A11, that's far behind. Man, you're really that desperate to mention A11? Holy, that desperate? Really, Apple? Come on, compare that against the M2. I don't know, compare that against the M1 even. Also, you finally brought the Final Cut after all these times. Today. Wait, we gotta hear it from Qualcomm a little bit. But I still think they are comparing 2 generations behind again. They're doing exactly what they did in the past again. Like they literally did it again. So we're expecting the same numbers, about 25% to 30% more than the M3. Maybe even 20 to 15 at some extreme cases. Huh? Oh, okay. My worries is less about the thermal performance. My worries, if anything, is more of whether it's actually comfortable for heat transfers to the hand. They really have not talked about comfort when the device is on your hand. So I'm maybe a bit worried on that matter. Core ML as usual, API stuff. They bring up a lot of APIs to right. Those who have just joined in and wanted to sync up, here I'm gonna unmute for a moment so you can sync up.
Apps like Shaper 3D.
There you go. Huh? Well, hold up? Logic Pro 2? Wait. No, They better be free for the Final Cut 1 users. Sorry, not Final Cut. What was that? Logic Pro. There we go. that one is without doubt an update. I hope it is up in line against Luma Fusion. I'm not surprised. Okay, but that felt like the stream has been skipping a lot. I don't know what's going on, and it also froze for me now. Gosh darn it. It has completely froze for me. I'm refreshing real quick. We'll be syncing up in a moment. 3, 2, 1.
To support live multicam, we created an entirely new app for iPhone and iPad.
Oh, this is almost like DaVinci camera. They're basically trying to make their own first-party variant of exactly what DaVinci has been doing. The app looks quite like a camera app, just with Final Cut twist on it. I really hope they don't kill it like Google does with their projects. USB 3, please be. Again, then N1, M1. Okay. On one hand, editing on the fly would be nice, but at the same time, it's blurring the lines of the portability of a MacBook and the portability of the iPad. Yeah, oh my god. So basically, they've created backup players in the background if you just want to come up with something quick and dirty before you get people to actually create something original. Huh? Oh, so like a filter of some sort, in it? Oh, extractor? Oh, Jesus. Interesting. Okay. This may be a hit or miss marketing feature, honestly. "12 megapixel might be a bit underwhelming in today's time." Yeah, I'm still in support of the LiDAR though. Oh wow, they still market the document scanning feature. Okay. 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 True depth. Okay. I mean, yeah, a lot of people are using their iPad on landscape, so it makes sense for the cameras to be there. But again, Apple, you're blurring the lines of what makes a MacBook and what makes an iPad. That's blurring the lines even further. Come on. Oh, I see a charging port. But that's still blurring the damn lines! Oh. With haptic feedback. It's now a MacBook with iPad OS. There it is. You don't need a MacBook anymore. The iPad has everything. Except for iPad OS being the bottleneck, I gotta be honest. I swear to God, iPad OS is just a brutal bottleneck when it comes to like functionality. Like there are things you can't do, like terminals and Proton, because they're all iPad OS. So it's kind of sad that I think the OS is going to become the final defining feature of what makes a MacBook and what makes an iPad from here on. You better make it rechargeable wirelessly and not be charged in stupid ways. Don't repeat the past. Is there squeezing? Yep, they got squeezing. Yup. So basically they did something ever so tiny, feeling like Samsung's S Pen but better. It's kind of like, they're waiting for S Pen to die so that they can push these out and have a reason for people to switch over to the iPad. But I'm still kind of sad that they don't bring Apple Pencil to iPhones. Like, it kind of bothers me. With a new API. No? The Pencil API? I don't know what they kept creating API since the iPhone 12. So every year I've been desensitized. Holy shit, Mike. He's Australian from how he sounds. Is he? Is he Australian? Or is he Kiwi? Tell me in the chat. Traffic cone. Nice. So it's like right click but with Apple Pencil. I mean, technically that's the point. Okay. How would it know? What if you draw on the wrong layer? What? But stabilization, I suppose it would be software. Amerikaya, hello, hello, hello. Hello, Voyager, welcome, welcome, welcome back. I like whatever's being presented, but I hope they're all kept in promise. Those who are looking to sync up, I'm gonna unmute for a moment.
The new version of Procreate looks amazing.
There you go. I've briefly unmuted so you can sync up with me. Wireless pairing and charging. I kind of wish they could work on battery life, I guess. Hello. Okay. All right. The stupid vanilla pencil and the normal pencil. But my question is, how do you charge the normal pen? I mean the Pencil Pro aside from wirelessly. Can you do it wired? Unlikely, considering how there's a haptic engine on the upper end, so that means it's exclusively wireless from the vibes of it. Wait a second, does the iPad charge the Pencil Pro? Oh dear lord, the price. Oh no, the Magic Keyboard is overpriced, sorry. The keyboard though, that much for I'm sorry. The price of the keyboard is a deal breaker for me. Okay, Vanilla 10 Gen is, oh. Great entry point, but merely an empty entry point. Ah, dang it. Which Tim? Tim Cook? It is, okay. Wait, what? iPad mini? Hold up. I don't remember him mentioning the mini. Is there an editorial mistake? He just mentioned the iPad mini. Wait. I'm not missing anything, right? Tim just mentioned the iPad mini. Huh. All right. That's it for the Apple event. Okay. Takeaway. We got the new M4. Shot on iPhone, edited on Mac and iPad. Edited on Mac. They admit that they're not doing it fully iPad. Huh. Third-party apps used for Apple Pencil Pro presentation. Okay. I'm trying to take it in. Was there ever a mention of an iPad mini in the stream? Was there ever? I don't remember. Maybe I missed it. So, we were told about the brand new iPad Air, the brand new iPad Pro with M4 chip, but the M4 chip was like, they didn't even talk much about the M4 chip. That's what sucks about this. They didn't mention like what happened to the usual presentation about the M4 chip, huh? Like talking about RAM, talking about storage capabilities, talking about PCIe capabilities, like how many lanes can it support, and the throughput of the PCIe lanes. What happened to all that? Also, right, loading speeds with the storage. What happened to that? They missed so much. Okay, they missed a lot talking about the M4. So much point is missing from the M4. Did you hear that? They only mentioned merely like 4P cores and 6E cores, 16 core neuro engine, roughly 15 to 20% faster than the M3 likely. Faster than the M3 in all avenues. GPU cores is now 10 only, in comparison to 8 in the past, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What else? I'm trying to remember right now. They have not mentioned anything about performance. Like, let me just refresh this video and go back to that stream. I'm jumping back to see like their presentation notes about the M4. Like, I feel like there's so much missing about it, about the chip. Let me just go back to the presentation screen. What did they say about this? 10 core CPU. That's like, once again, 6E cores and 4P cores. 120 gigabits per second unified memory bandwidth. No mentions of being able to how much RAM it's capable of going for. Okay. 3 nanometer technology, stressing out TSMC. AV1, no mentions of whether it's only encoding or decoding or both. Oh, Mallory, do you think so? If there's Apple M4, there will be Apple M4A1. I don't know. Who knows? Oh yeah, I should stop the timer. Let me just stop the timer. Scripts. Stop the timer now. Okay. Hardware accelerated ray tracings, but they didn't mention. Like they only said it makes ray tracing applications fly. They didn't say anything about having it smooth or something. They didn't. The even more surprising part is they didn't bring up gaming at all. Aside from like 1 or 2 games like Diablo and the other game that I don't remember. Right, I'm trying to taking everything. Dynamic caching, that has been a thing on the MacBook, so good that they brought it over to the iPad. Dynamic caching is basically since RAM and VRAM is officially a unified memory. That means assets for the GPU and the CPU are now allocated in the same place, and dynamic caching basically just makes allocations scalable up and down. To like, if you need more GPU, give it more GPU to the GPU side and stuff like that. It's just memory management stuff. It's pretty normal, but I don't really see the point of putting it as a marketing term. Tandem OLED display engine, that one maybe it'll be a great marketing term. Hardware accelerated mesh shading, I think it could just fall into the hardware accelerated ray tracing point, honestly. Like, you don't need a separate bullet point for that one. Also, over 28 billion transistors, put it within the same box as the 3 nanometer technology, really. Apple, you've just wasted 2 bullet point space now. I think there's so much missing about the M4, so we may have to hear from the MacBook presentation. But at the moment, as I see, personally, I would think it's a hard no buy yet, because we're aren't too sure of the performance of the M4. I want to see the M4 perform on macOS first before I call the shots. Because what's my worries is that if you do end up buying an M4 iPad Pro, and then when the M4 MacBook comes up, you might feel some regrets. Because if they happen to price almost similarly, like when I say almost, I mean like the $12.99 price tag for the 13-inch, you might end up questioning yourself, is it really worth it picking up the iPad at that spec? Because you can do more with the MacBook on macOS. However, I'm still against picking up the MacBook Air. Like, in any circumstances, I would not recommend picking up the MacBook Air, because personally, the way Apple engineered the MacBook Air, the way they do the cooling, which is an indirect contact cooling, it has been a hard no sell for me, because when they're trying to actively kill their own cores, it's both a suicide mission and a massive e-waste. Oh, speaking of e-waste, have you realized that in this presentations they have not really talked big about being environmental friendly. They only had like one or two mentioning moments that kind of just nudges you a little bit, and that's it. Seems a little suspicious, don't you think? That this is like the first time in a while that they have not mentioned about being eco-friendly. Oh right, the BGM, hold up. So 4 times faster than the M2. Okay, cool. They made comparisons with the M2. But I honestly think just because you jump to the M4 doesn't necessarily mean that it would be that huge of a performance leap. Considering how they had the iPad jump first, is kind of like sending the iPad to a suicide mission for the M4 chip to see if the M4 can actually handle those scenarios first before they put it in the MacBooks. It's like a stress test, a lab rat stress test. At least that's how I see the way they roll out M4, because it does look quite in a rush to me. Not to mention, 3nm technology is still very, I would say, revolutionary, because it does seem like it's stressing out TSMC a lot. At least with their manufacturing. Although I have heard that that TSMC has managed to find high yield for the 3nm process, doesn't necessarily mean it's going to offload back to the old days. It's not the old days anymore, I think. So I think we might have, if the yield stays bad and the demand for the iPad increases, we may end up seeing another round of minor chip shortage. Very minor. So I hope TSMC manages to get high yields with the 3nm process. Otherwise, it would actually hurt AMD and Nvidia together. And maybe a bit of Intel, because I think there are some parts of Intel's that are done by a TSMC. So at least that's what I'm thinking. Talk about the iPad Air though. I think of the iPad Air as like the budget, like in a way that if you're broke and you still want an iPad, that would be it. The vanilla iPad is starting to lose out on the reason to exist to begin with. It's like Apple's trying to draw a line for what makes an iPad Pro, and an iPad Air. And they're blurring the lines between the Air and the vanilla. So like, I'm trying to think about it. They may end up killing the vanilla iPad in favor of having the low and high tier separation. The two tier separation of having an Air and a Pro. Because you did notice that they didn't mention about, I mean they have mentioned about the vanilla iPad, but they only mentioned about how they're lowering the price of it, that's it. So it's like, not really too sure what to take of this. But I feel like they might be heading that kind of trajectory. At least that's what I think. Because yeah, it's probably the two-tier solution, I think. I personally do not see the reason for the vanilla iPad to still exist anymore. You either get the cheap one or you get the expensive one, is kind of how Apple sounds like right now. Meanwhile, the Pro, there's no questioning. They brought the M4 to the size of an 11 inch, and something felt a little bit weird about this. The only reason I can see it existing is when you want a very small, when you want to have a very small production machine that can fit in a tiny bag, carry-on bag of yours, or you just tend to plug to a display, then either of which. I think that might be the primary use case for having a smaller iPad like that, honestly. And with no mentions about the speed of file transfers, they only say Blazing Thunderbolt. So I assume it's going to be the same old Thunderbolt 4 then. Yeah, there's not much to cover here. I'm still suspicious, okay? I'm still suspicious of the M4. The M4 is really what gets me suspicious right now about Apple, considering how they did not disclose as much about the chips. So, I guess. We probably might hear something about the next iOS and iPadOS in WWDC. So if you do want more of these kinds of streams, be sure to check out my upcoming WWDC commentary stream. We're gonna have something similar to this, hopefully with lesser lag. So yeah, if you do enjoy these kinds of commentary streams, be sure to subscribe, because almost every Apple event I'll be attending, and I'll be commentating about that. Whereas for Nvidia and AMD events, I'm not really too sure. If you could keep me up to date way sooner, I might schedule a stream for it as well. But yeah. Okay. TLDR for the stream, I am suspicious of the M4. Not much info was being shown about the M4. That's pretty much it. But yeah, I think I'm gonna rest up, because I woke up at an unconventional timing and I had very, very little sleep. So I'm gonna need to get some rest. I'll see you on the next stream. Thank you all so much for chilling with me, and I'll see you on next stream. Catch you guys later, or whatever day that comes. Otsumeno deshita. Sorry for the short stream, but see ya. Otsumeno.